Welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I am so glad you're here. It is the day we have all been waiting on, the season 19 episode 1 recap. Did y'all watch episode 1? Did you watch the season premiere last night exclusively on TLC? That is when it aired. If you missed it, don't worry, I got you covered. Be sure, if you're new here, be sure you subscribe before the end of this video and go ahead and click that notification bell. Make sure it's highlighted to all. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload. I want to know all the things that stood out to you in this premiere, so be sure to comment below. Season 19, episode 1 started addressing Garrisons' passing. It said this season of Sister Wives began filming in late 2022. On March 5th, 2024, Cody and Janelle's son Garrison passed away. He was greatly loved and will be deeply missed. I think that was a very respectful way to address it first off. Then we did a flashback of the previous season, which in my opinion was needed for any new viewers, first-time watchers, and even those of us who regularly watch. We needed a little refresher to get us where we are in episode 1 of season 19, in which we began with Cody and Robin arriving at Coyote Pass, getting out, looking at the property, and discussing where they are with the property today. Cody's pointing out to Robin, if she built her home over here, this is where it would be. I'm thinking, well, y'all are the only two left, so wouldn't it be y'all's house, not just Robin's? Then Cody starts talking about Christine selling her lot to them and then selling her house in Flagstaff, keeping that equity. Then they bring up Mary and Cody said, well, look, Mary didn't want to build on Coyote Pass. And then Mary saying in a confessional, well, Cody and I just now had the breakup conversation. I need to get a spiritual release. I'm over here like, come on now. And Robin's like, well, do you really think Mary don't want to build? I think Mary could want to build. She never said she didn't. I'm over here like, oh, here we go. We're starting it off again. Robin is still on this. Mary could stick around. I'm over here like, oh, this is why Mary's still holding on, in my opinion. Cody just breaks it all down. He said, get real. Mary don't want a home. She don't want to build a home here. Robin said, well, every night when I go to bed, I see all of our houses on the land. Cody says, yeah, well, I want to sell. And then him and Robin, look. He wasn't interested in nothing Robin had to say. Robin's over here like, well, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He's like, well, look, we got to get real. We have a big payment coming up. And look at Robin just looking at what she's like, well, I don't want to hear it. She's not interested in hearing what he has to say. In my opinion, he's not interested in what she has to say. Yeah. Robin is even bringing up Janelle. She's like, well, you could work on things with Janelle. Janelle could build on here. And Janelle's like, look, in a confessional, they cut to Janelle. Janelle's like, look, I'm done. When Cody proved that he wouldn't move basically heavens and the earth for their kids, that solidified it for her, basically. Confirmed it for her, nail in the coffin. She's done so. You can't make time for your kids? Out. You ain't got time for me. That's basically what Janelle was saying. Look, that's my interpretation of it, okay? Off to the baby sprinkle we go, in which Christine tells us she did invite Janelle, but Janelle had previous plans. She couldn't make it. Christine said she did not invite Mary. I mean, hey, we all know what McKelty, Payton, and all of them have said about, we know what they said about Mary. They didn't like Mary growing up. They wasn't a fan of Mary. They're not a fan of Mary now. They said Mary was mean and abrasive and abusive and all the things. Maddie, Janelle's daughter, said that. McKelty has said that, and Payton has said that. Cut to Mary. Mary saying, well, I haven't had the conversation with Janelle and Christine yet that me and Cody had a conversation. I'm like, Mary, I really don't think they care, girl, but okay. Cut back to the baby sprinkle. Y'all, Christine said this would be the first meetup that she has seen Cody. The first time she has seen Cody since basically he screamed and yelled at her. Knife in the kidneys, the sacrifices. So, I mean, I'm sure that'd be awkward. The first meetup, awkward. Because you really don't know how the whole vibe's going to be. Well, the whole vibe was Christine turned around, seen them enter the door, and turned back around real quick like, oh, snap, they're here. And then here goes Cody over to the kids, you know, and the grandbabies, trying to play with them. I mean, hey, at least he was doing that. At least you tried to be active, you know. And Christine's like, well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I know we're going to be in the same room and stuff. So, I mean, it's just awkward at first. Meanwhile, in a confessional, Cody's like, well, I don't want to see Christine. I don't want to be here. And then Robin's over here trying to blame everybody. I'm like, girl, Cody, can y'all stop trying to put blame on any and everybody? Like, just accept it is what it is. And then Cody's saying, well, me and Robin are not in a good space right now. Well, I'm like, well, you couldn't tell by your actions because you over here just loved up on each other, rubbing on each other. Like, what are you doing over here? Y'all acted like you a happy couple, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Christine over here on the other side of the room, just fake smiling through it all. We see Isabel over there. And then, y'all, I'm just saying, what really stood out to me as a longtime viewer is the amount of confessionals Cody and Robin did from this baby sprinkle, blaming the ex-wives. Robin kept playing victim, saying, well, there's no resources for me being married to a man going through 3 divorces. Then Cody says, well, 3 women blamed me. Hello? Take accountability and responsibility for something, please. He is really pulling his straws in these confessionals. That's what I seen. He said, well, it's their fault. I don't love myself. I don't have a good relationship with God. I am angry. Well, that is your fault. Stop blaming everybody else. In my opinion. In my opinion. Woo. After the baby sprinkle, we see Janelle and Christine at Maddie's in North Carolina, moving Isabel back to Utah. I love this so much. Good vibes, everybody happy. Janelle talking about, well, Isabel has lived here with Maddie for a year now, and she wants to move back to Utah. And then they say and confirm that she's moving back to Utah, but does not want to live with Christine. She's going to college in Utah, so she wants to live, I guess, on her own. I mean, hey, go ahead, girl. You go ahead. Look, in my opinion, we was having good vibes, good times. I mean, look, this right here, these folks always got a U-Haul somewhere. They are always moving somebody. I find it absolutely hilarious. I'm like, well, I hope y'all own a U-Haul at this point. Here's the infamous scene, by the way, we seen in the trailer where we was trying to figure out, was Janelle moving? Is this Christine helping Janelle move? No, this was them helping Isabel move from Maddie's back to Utah. And look at Cody over here. Y'all, Cody in a confessional. Apparently, they just told him, allegedly, the camera people or the directors just told him in a confessional that was going on. And child, he has some thoughts on that. He started laughing, saying he finds it funny because Janelle didn't like living with Christine because she felt like she was walking on eggshells. Now she's following her around and singing her praises. Oop. In my opinion, Cody talks more junk than any woman I've ever heard. Just bitter Betty. But anyway, we see Mary in Vegas at her friend Brandy's house, where Mary sits down with Brandy and tells her that, you know, me and Cody are done. We had the talk. Y'all, Brandy's reaction was literally my reaction, and I'm sure a lot of Sister Wives fans' reaction. Like, Mary, you sound like a broken record. Can you find something else to do and talk about? This is what I'm hollering when I'm watching Mary every time she speaks on this same old song. Mary, what are you doing? Girl, I'm sure Brandy was wanting to tell Mary, Mary, you and Cody ain't been romantic in freaking a decade, girl. Let it go. Meanwhile, Christine, Janelle, Maddie, and Isabel made it back to Utah where they all got together. Look at McKelty coming in. Love the tight clothes on pregnant women. You show off that baby bump, child. I love it. It's beautiful to me. McKelty looked absolutely beautiful, as did Maddie. They was so cute, y'all. But anyway, look, them getting together, beautiful moment. Beautiful moment. But look, Janelle said in the confessional, the subject of Maddie come up. And Janelle said Maddie is done with Cody and Robin, basically because Cody, don't reach out to Maddie. He's not consistent with her or her kids. Basically, she don't want a, grandparent or a grandfather in her kid's life that is only there when he chooses. Okay, so then the subject come up with Cody. Do you see right here, director, let's talk about Maddie, in which Cody shuts down the conversation in all and refuses. He said, I'm not talking about Madison. I'm thinking, woo, child, she probably done told you do not ever speak my name, because I could just imagine. If you was Cody Brown's child, let me tell you something, you probably would have done said something to him too. I know I would have. Oh, yes, ma'am. And then here comes Robin in the darn confessional talking about, well, I know Madison doesn't reach out to him, and some of the kids don't, and they could. I'm thinking, girl, you've got the nerve to put this on these kids. What? He's the parent. And McKelty in the confessional, McKelty's the one that she wants the big happy family. We all know that. McKelty's like, yeah, it's sad because, they're not all happy and they're not getting along and blah, blah, blah. Back to Mary and Brandy. Mary keeps saying she has to get a spiritual divorce. Look, in my opinion, these scenes are not a good look for Mary because, she starts talking about, well, what do I do with all the cards and stuff my grandma give me? Like with mine and Cody's pictures on it. What do I do with all the pictures of me and Cody? What do I do with all the sentimental things I've kept over 32 years? It has been how long since Mary and Cody have been romantical? It's been over 10 years, has it not? I am so confused. Why are we having this conversation? I don't know what's going on in Mary's mind. I really don't. Look, this is not healthy, in my opinion. Would love to know what y'all thought about this episode. This was a lot. Would love to know what stood out to you the most. Meet me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video if you're new here. I hope you subscribe. I got a lot more on the way. I got some exclusive teasers coming up for the next episode that airs next Sunday. You don't want to miss it. I really, really, really appreciate y'all for clicking on this video. It means so much to me. I love doing these videos. I love this community we have over here. I have really been looking forward to this new season, doing the new recaps. I hope I have delivered the entertainment for y'all. I hope I have given you a full rundown, and I hope you've smiled. I hope you've got something out of it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching and listening to this video. If you have, I hope you subscribe. I love you so much for watching. Don't forget to meet me in the comments below. I'll see you in my next video.